So based off of that skills review video, we're not going to do much different. Okay, we're going to identify them and then combine them. What does that word combine mean? That's an addition word, or it could be a subtraction word, but or you could be adding a negative, but it's an addition word. So we're going to be adding or subtracting. So first thing we're going to do when we combine like terms in this expression, that's what we're really doing is simplifying the expression, okay, making it as small as possible. So here it is. Group the families together. Families have the same last name. See if you can group the families together in this pause video. Try it yourself, then we'll review. All right, how did you do? Let's just start with the very first term, 1/2 x. Okay. Do you have a like term or a family member for 1/2 x? Absolutely, you got 3x, and this is what I like to do. I like to take the sign that's to the left of it. Okay, you'll see why in a second. All right, what about +4? We'll say +4. Do you see any family members for +4? Absolutely. I see 14, +14. Anything else? You see a -7, -7. We'll call this -7 or -7. Okay. So now I'm going to group my terms. Okay. So I got the ones that I circled in blue and the ones I circled in green. So let's group them with grouping symbols, parentheses. I have 1/2 x plus 3x. That's my blue group, the x family. And then we can call this the no name family, right? So I'm gonna add another grouping symbol, right? I got the 4, right? A +4, I just write +4 -7 +14. All right, so now we can simplify by meaning just adding or subtracting. 1/2 x plus 3x, well, that's going to give me 3 and 1/2 x. Okay, and then I'm going to plus 4 -7 plus 14. Okay. If you want, you could change it around. You could say, remember, we could change this to say 4 plus 14 minus 7, if that's easier. So we could say, okay, I'm going to add 4 and 14 first. So I stay positive. That's 20. I'm sorry, that's 18. 18 minus 7, that will give us 11. So there's our answer. Okay, we've simplified the expression 3.5x plus 11. I cannot do it anymore. This is it. Okay, you cannot add 3.5 and 11 because they are not like terms. That's it. Okay, that is simplified. All right, let's try another one. Simplify the linear expression by combining like terms. Pause the video, try it yourself, then we'll review. How did you do? All right, before we even start, did you do anything to rewrite the problem? Maybe I would do this in the beginning. I see those double negatives, and I even see this plus minus. Okay, maybe you want to change that as well. So let's rewrite it to make maybe life a little bit easier before we combine like terms. So two negatives makes if I have a minus a negative, that's going to be a plus sign. So instead of minus negative 5b, I just have plus 5b. That looks a little bit more simpler. And then instead of plus minus, right, that becomes just a subtraction 5, minus 5. Okay, and then I got that minus 8a on the end there. All right, let's combine like terms. 6a. What matches up with 6a? We need to find his family member. Okay, who else has the same last name as a? Well, negative 8a or minus 8a, right? Keep the sign to the left. So that's why I kept that with it. Let's look at the next number or the next term. +4, +4. You see another one with no letters? Yeah, I do. I see a number here. -5, -5. Okay, and then you see 5b, positive 5b, it's by itself. All right, let's group the families then. 6a, okay, and then I have minus 8a, and then I'm gonna do the b the next because I like to put things in order, alphabetical order, a, b, right? There's no b, so I don't need to put b's in a grouping symbol. And then I got positive 4 plus 4 minus 5, right? The minus 5. That's why we got there. All right. So we solve it. 6a minus 8a. It's kind of like adding and subtracting fractions. You don't add or subtract the numerator, so leave the letter alone. I mean the denominator. Leave that alone. And then 6 minus 8 is negative 2. So I got negative 2a plus 5b plus 4 minus 5, which is negative 1. All right. And so you can finish off with this, or if you want, you can simplify that plus minus if you like. And you could say I have negative 2a plus 5b. Right, and again, remember that plus a negative, it could be rewritten as subtraction minus 1. Okay, so either one is okay. Let's try one more. All right, we've got some decimals. Same procedure. Combine like terms, group the families together. All right, how did you do? Let's look at the first family. I got the x family, 1.2x, 1 in 10^8x. Who goes with 1 in 10^8, oh, 2/8x, sorry. 9.9x, 9 and 9/10x, positive, right? I'm going to add that plus sign with it. All right, let's look at our next term that we might have. Okay, negative or minus 4.7. I don't see any ones that go with that, but I see, oh, I better get my green one. Positive 3.8y. What would go with positive 3.8y? Negative y or minus y. Okay, so let's group our like terms. I've got my blue group, my x's, 1.2x plus, right, plus 9.9x. And then I'm going to add, okay, so I put addition sign between my grouping symbols. I'm going to add 3.8y minus y, right, minus y. Close that. And then I have a negative 4.7. So I'm going to subtract 4.7. Or you could have written plus negative 4.7, but I'm just going to leave it as subtraction there. Okay, let's combine like terms. 1.2x plus 9.9x. Okay, so we add the numbers, the coefficients. We leave the letter alone, the variable. So x, right? And we'll get 11.1x, 11 and 1/10 x. And then we'll add. Now we've got 3.8y minus y. Okay, there's no number with this y. What number is there in front of this y? Okay, this is just 1y or negative. It will be like minus 1y. So you can write a 1 in there if you want. So this is like saying 3.8 minus 1, right? Because we don't touch the y, leave the y alone. 3.8 minus 1 would be 2.8. Okay, so, and then I've got the minus 4.7 at the end there. Okay, so here it is. We've simplified the expression. 11.1x plus 2.8y minus 4.7. You cannot do anything else. Leave this alone. That is it.